Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video I am going to be drawing a knight. That's not the right picture. We are going to be drawing a knight. I have done a very quick sketch. This is a very bad sketch, but I did a very quick sketch of what I want this knight to look like. And we're going to try to draw it. This is going to take forever, because this is a bigger sketchbook, and it is the first page in my brand new sketchbook. So I'm just going to throw that reference right there, and we'll go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and try making the head ginormous. Why? If I'm being honest, I kind of want the helmet to be the biggest part of the drawing, because I am bad at drawing everything else. So that's kind of what I want to be the biggest part of the drawing. Alright. Now we're trying to get the rough shape of what we want the helmet to actually look like, which we want him to be looking down. So we're going to try to get that. That's very wrong. I don't know how to draw the Loomis method at a weird angle, so maybe I should just angle myself. Alright, do that, this, and this. That's still kind of short, but I can always lengthen it. We need to get the rough shape of the entire body down first before we worry too much about the littler details. Why? Because I forgot to do that in the sketch. I think the helmet looks the best in the sketch, but the body's all messed up and a lot's going on. Because I forgot to draw the body beforehand, because I started detailing it too early. Trying to make these circles. That's not looking right. That's fine. I don't need to make that look like a circle anyways. I just realized I never used this paper. I hope it erases the same. It like behaves the same. I don't know. I mean, how big of a difference can it really make? I'm not entirely sure. They feel pretty much the same. Well, I guess this is actually a lot smoother than this one. It smudges more. That's fine. It's not ideal, but I mean, it's fine. Alright. So, we're getting the chest in. Didn't mean to do that one right there. Alright, that's an extremely terrible sketch of the body, but you know what, I'm gonna say it works. Why? Because I want it to. Now where are we gonna put this sword? Well, we're gonna put the sword right here. And well, I did design a sword specifically for this, because I'm using all the armor parts are going to be ones that I have previously drawn. It was kind of to tie up this sketchbook, because I drew all the pieces in here. And well, I did design it. Okay, this handle looks horrible. I designed a sword for it, but I don't really like that sword, so I'm just gonna use a basic sword. I don't know, I'll either have it just be that or not. It's not too big of a deal right now. I don't need to detail the sword yet. Alright. Boom, sword. Okay, hands go here. And then his other hand will be right here. And his thumb will be right there. There we go, there's where his hands will be. So that means his arm will need to be... We're making his body very large, unintentionally. He's bent, but I'm not showing that. This looks like a very messy sketch. I'm hoping it will pan out and end up looking good. But I am kind of just essentially, I'm doing essentially spamming buttons right now. Play video games, I'm just spamming buttons and kind of hoping things will work out. Oh, this arm looks so goddamn fucking stiff though. Should I put the sword against his chest more? Like, put it here? Yeah, I think I should move the sword closer. So we'll just do a little bit of a... We're gonna test and see how this erasing does here. Well, actually, I guess I can use Big Boy. We'll test and see how erasing does. Seems fine. Alright, cool. This sketchbook also has way more pages than my old ones. Those ones had 80. Emphasis on how I'm on 241. That is 3 sketchbooks. This one has 125 pages. So I'm going to be using this sketchbook for more than double how long I've been, or no, more than half of my other ones. Alright. Alright, so we're just going to leave it like this because I don't know what else to do. I mean, maybe make them bigger, but besides that, I don't really know what to do, and I know that you should find out what you're doing before you add detail. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to start adding detail, and we're going to see where it goes from there. Because, fuck planning anyway. Who needs to plan anyways? I also plan on shading this entire thing, like realistically, which is gonna be a pain because I don't know how to do that. Like for an entire suit of armor, no clue. But we're gonna try. I mean, I tried a little with that sketch I did, but I was also using a pencil that was like not good for shading or blending or whatever. I am now using a pencil that's alright at it. I could have grabbed one of my good ones, but I didn't think about it until right now this second. Alright, how are we going to draw this helmet? I don't know, but we can start by adding this, which is kind of like the lip, kind of. Where's, hold on, hold on. Let me find it. There we go. This is what we're gonna use as a reference. I don't know if you can even see it on here, but that's not too big of a deal if you can see it. Alright, we are also gonna sharpen this pencil for the sake of having it sharper. There we go. Yeah, I shouldn't throw that pencil or that sharpener. It's broken. Alright. There we go. And take it into the center of that thing. Now we're going to want to send it to the middle, but where's the middle line of the head? It's like here, so if the middle's there, we're going to want to lift it up a little bit. There we go. This looks pretty good, I think. And here we'll kind of just go down into a little part that's going to go out, and then it'll go like this, which we'll go ahead and try to extend this. Then we're kind of making him look not as down as I wanted him to. I kind of wanted him to be looking down, holding the sword. Kind of make it look sad. But I don't think it's fully going to look like that. But, you know, that's fine. We're going to try. We're still going to try and get what we can get, but you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's what they used to say when you're younger, right? Except for I am going to throw a fit if I don't get what I want. I'm going to keep trying. If it doesn't turn out right, I'm going to erase it and I'm going to do it again. This looks very chicken scratchy. I'm pretty sure that's the right word. But, you know, that's fine. That's fine, because I can always erase it and start again. Or I can always just go with the chicken scratch and just shade the chicken scratch. Okay, that's a no-go. So what are we going to need to do? We're going to need to lengthen this part. So, like, how do we do that? Well, if we're going to lengthen this part, we should probably lengthen that part a little bit. Go like this. And then there we go, there. And do a little loopy thing right there, kinda. Grab my eraser-rooney and eraser it. Do this shit. Try to get it like that, and then like this. There we go. We should also probably do that, and maybe we could make this go up a little bit more because, well, this is meant to be... Okay, I didn't really move it. That's fine. Okay, so the line on the face is going to be here and here, so... That's kind of not the same angle, though. That's fine, we'll deal with that later. So then it's gonna go like this, this, and like that. There, that's too thick of a line, so we're gonna erase that. And then the eyes, we're probably gonna want to make this a little different. There we go. Right. Just do a little bit of a loop-de right there. I don't really know what like they used in armor, so I don't know about that part. But there's one thing that this thing's kind of missing compared to that drawing I first did, which is this kind of goes up. And I think it going up kind of shows the roundness of the helmet more. So we're going to try to add a little bit of that. I also have been forgetting to pay attention to the head. I don't even know if it's actually the correct shape. Looks correct enough to me. Maybe a little too bubbled in the back, but I think that's fine, right? Yeah, that's fine. We'll need to add some more details to this top part here. Make it like bulge up a little bit, but you know, that shouldn't be too hard. There we go. Perfect. Now what? Now we do the eyes a bit. There we go. Now we go like this. And like that. That's making the eyes look way too close, so we're gonna back this bitch up. Alright, let's go ahead and wish that we had a light that came from below. It's still not really stopping me from shadowing it. And now the whole area feels dark. Okay, we're gonna fix that. Alright. Okay, then those are the eyes. Those are okay. Those aren't bad. Honestly, they look decent. So what's the next part? Well, there are a bunch of holes all throughout this mask. Alright, hold on. I gotta try to fix this. Add a little bit more curve and a little less curve, if that makes sense. Like, try to make it rounder. There we go. Those are probably not perfect. Now I'll probably have to fix those, but that's fine for now. Now for here, we're gonna actually draw a guideline circle to try to keep it in the circle. Nope, this one's too wide. I always do that. And you may ask, what is this? Well, I have no idea. It's just a little pumpkin that I've been drawing. I drew it on a pumpkin pin that I drew for a manga cover thingy. And ever since then, anytime I get the chance to draw like something on metal, this is the shape that I draw. Just a pumpkin with that. So I don't know. This is my signature for metal. I don't know. Which this should be holes in it. I'm not entirely sure how to actually make it look like a hole, so we're just gonna deal with that later. But there is one issue that I am seeing here. That top part is too big. I don't like how big it is in comparison of everything else. So should we shorten it? Yes, that's what we're gonna do. How are we gonna shorten it though? Well, that's a good ass question. I wish I had an answer for you. I guess the answer is just fucking draw lines and hope for the best. But I mean, I guess that is the majority of me drawing anyways. I mean, I guess that's not true. I do understand a lot of what I do because I like to understand it before I draw it, but also I do not understand a lot of things I draw, so whatever. I'd say there's about like a 50-50 chance on if I actually understand what I'm doing and if I don't understand what I'm doing. Alright. There we go, and that's still a little too big on this side. Maybe we should bring it down faster, then go like that, and that. Does that look better? I don't like the curl at the end, but hiccup. But besides that, yeah, that looks pretty decently good, so we'll go ahead and add some more detail here. Alright, there we go. There's the, that's fixed a little bit. It still looks, you know, off, but I think it looks good, so we're good on that front. Maybe we should just have it just go off and not come back up. Oh, fuck. And just like scratch the paper. I mean, it's not scratch, it's an indent, but that's pretty much the same thing, right? No. We want it to go down more. We want it to just go down with that shit. Yeah. I think that's better, actually. I think that is better. This is completely dark and filled in, which we'll just do a little light scratch right now because I don't want to really fully shade stuff until I need to. There we go on that part. Alright, there's still so much to do, and I'm just drawing the head. I'm just drawing the head right now, and there is still so much more night that I haven't done. This is going to take forever. I think the majority of this video, if not all, is just going to be me drawing the head, and then the rest of it will just be me with a time lapse drawing the rest of the body, probably checking in once the sketch is done, and then doing the final bit, the shading. I'm saying this because that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna go ahead and finish detailing the helmet, and then after that I'm going to cut to a time lapse, and I'm going to, well, do the rest of it all in a time lapse, which you will watch. Because you're a cool person, right? You're gonna stick around, watch the time lapse in like a couple seconds or minutes, depending on how long this takes. Alright, I like that better, shaving that down. Alright, so we're gonna want to add a little bit of chainmail, like right here, like where the neck is. I don't really know how to draw chainmail, but I don't think it'll be too hard. We're gonna have to add in the shoulders first before we do the neck, though, because I'm gonna have to make sure I actually do it right. Alright, cut to time lapse, go! Alrighty, I'm like 20 minutes into drawing this freaking shoulder, and I just realized it's too small. I gotta erase the entire thing and draw it again. Son of a... I'm done. This took a while. It's disproportionate. The body's not finished. And the hands are off. But I still like it. This is the biggest drawing I've ever done. This took forever. The shading's off, but I love it. The papers, I have realized, is kind of bendy. I accidentally bent it a couple times. I think it's because it's thinner paper, so my sweat from my hand is getting in the paper. But yeah, here's a knight, and yeah, I'm gonna name him David. How did I mess up spelling frickin' David? David, is that how you spell David? I have no idea. It looks wrong. Anyways, see you tomorrow. This took really on time. I like it. Bye.